Day 2 of Alpine action at the Torino 2025 FISU Games. We have the men's Alpine combined. So the Super G course starting up at just under 1,800 meters, working their way down to just under 1,400 meters, and a vertical drop of 415 meters. So the start list for the men's Alpine combined Super G run. 57 athletes from 22 nations competing. Sebastiano Cipriano of Italy, the next to go. Now, majority of his podiums this season have come in Super G, so this leg and the Super G on Friday will be his main aim, and this will be a useful recce for the Super G individual race in 48 hours time. Yeah, a little error on that left ski, but he was calm and didn't panic, and I don't think that will cost him too much. Hasn't raced slalom for nearly 2 years, so needs to lay down a decent Super G run here, and he's 300ths of a second off the pace of Carruthers. This is good, and Carruthers wasn't that quick on the bottom half. Clark was super quick. What can Cipriano find on these bottom turns? Not much snow coming off the back of the ski. That will tell you that he's carving. Here comes that bump, comes in inside the line of that as well. 59.63, this is going to be close, it's good, it's 0.34 the right side of the clock. Cipriano leads, finds time in the bottom part. Loic Schaab of Switzerland, the next to go. Fourth in slalom 2 years ago, 92 off the podium. Studies in the United States and races for the University of Denver, and achieved a couple of podiums for them as well. 32.81 is the time he's aiming at, and just gets bumped out of the tuck position, but he's half a second the right side of the clock. Loic Schaab has laid down a blistering top half. Now, will we get a skier that can combine the two together? We have to wait and see. Clark by far the quickest on the bottom part of this track, but Schaab is putting down a really good run here. Nice and strong. And this is super quick. Oh yes, Schaab has put it together to now set a new best time of 58.19. Great strength and precision from Schaab. That is Kubash of Czechia, the next to go. Kubash, his second Winter Games. Only one finish 2 years ago when he was 13th in Super G. Has made a World Cup debut, or has made his World Cup debut. He had one race back in Val d'Isère in a giant slalom. Didn't finish the first run. Fifth in the Super G at the Youth Olympic Games back in Les Diablerets back in 2020, 32.32. And the Czechia athlete in touch, 4/10. A number of Czechia athletes in the top 15. The top 15 of the seeds, they were drawn randomly last night at the team's captains meeting. And then from 16 down goes in Alpine combined points order. 58.19, he's within a second, goes second. Kubash, good run from him. Loic Schaab will be looking here because Ander Bentegui of Spain is a real threat. Silver in Super G, the Junior World Champs last year. He's the third ranked Super G skier here, and in fact he is the top ranked Super G skier in the Alpine combined race, and he's also had some decent slalom results as well. So this is going to be a key run for one of the pre-race favourites. 32.32, And 1500s, very much in touch, is Ander Mintegui of Spain. Sharp knitted together a beautifully quick run. Mintegui seems to be on point on the bottom half of this challenge. Oh, just gets his hand caught and the right hand gets flung behind him. 58.19, he's just missed it. I have a sneaking suspicion that those small couple of errors have cost him, but he is second, 0.21 off the pace. Jan Kula from Czechia. Kula, regular speed racer on Europa Cup, ranked 6th in the Super G rankings overall, third best Super G skier in terms of ranking in the Alpine combined. You can see him there just drifting the ski in and then applying the pressure to make it carve as he gets to that point on the gate where he feels he's got the line to make the next gate. Now, very different to Loic Schaab. And how's it faring for him? 32.32, 0.31 off the pace, but just gets knocked out of the tuck position at a crucial moment. Kula, nicely done. Here is the big bump, but he cuts the line tight to come inside that 58.19, and he's outside by nearly a second. Just too many errors. Gino Stucchi of Switzerland, the next to challenge. Last 8 podiums for the Swiss athlete have all been in slalom. Between 2 third places in Arla this season, all those in FIS races. He's the 4th best slalom skier in this Super G field in terms of FIS points. So if he can stay within the 2.5, he'll give himself a chance of a second run charge, maybe 2 seconds. 32.39. Well, tell you what, Stucchi's laying down a really decent Super G run. Just got a little late on that right ski, a little bit further up. Nicely done. 58.19, the time of his teammate. Oh, 0.85. Stucchi very much in touch. Bib 16, Clément Talirach. Number of podiums to his name. In fact, well, won this year in a FIS race, but all of them slalom and giant slalom. And he's in real trouble through the gate and down. Caught an edge further up, got bounced out of the track. And that is disappointment rather than being hurt. That's good to see that he's not hurt. Obviously not good to see he skied out. Hey, gets bumped, gets his arm caught, gets thrown out, then catches an edge. No way he can make that blue panel and goes straight through it. But fortunately for him, he seems to be okay. Yeah, good to see him skiing down. Emil Nyberg of Sweden, the 2nd highest ranked Super G skier in this field. 22 Europa Cup starts, 15 of them in speed events, top 10s in recent races in Norway, all FIS races. Top 25. He came to Italy in preparation for this, and I'm intrigued to see. Oh no, that's a big error. That's an error that will cost Nyberg for sure. 32.32. I thought he might get close. Well, he would have been really close without that big error. And it's just whether or not this pressure on that right ski has taken the speed off for him. Getting back into the rhythm of the gates now, but he's got to put that mistake behind him and try and carve his way to finding some of those tenths of a second. 58.19. And he's lost 13 hundredths more, 0.63 off the pace. Yeah, he's annoyed. And that is ski racing, no room for error. Katsu to Spain and Thomas Barata next to challenge for Barata. Well, he's the second-ranked slalom skier in the Super G field and the 10th-ranked slalom skier overall. So this is about trying to lay down a solid run in this Super G leg of the Alpine combined. Into that steep section. Got to get that right for the turn over the terrain change right. Ran a little wide out to his right-hand side, but still pretty good. Better than pretty good. He's absolutely dead level with Bourata. But you just wonder whether or not that wide turn on that red gate coming to the steep pitch and then there just hanging on to the left ski a little longer than perhaps he would have liked will cost him. But this is excellent from Bourata. I said that there were some good Super G skiers further down the field that might trouble Loic Schaub, and here's one of them, 58.19. He's missed it. He's missed it by 0.69. Schaub was absolutely lightning quick on the bottom half, but that's a super ski from Bourata, who goes into 4th place. Loic Schaub of Switzerland will be the last of the 30 to go in the second run, and Integi and Emil Nyberg the top 3. Top 5 separated by 0.85 a second, top 10 by 1.10. And now the athletes at the top are ready to take on this second run, which is a slalom run. With a vertical drop of 150, cast your mind back to the Super G, which had a vertical drop of 415. Aleix Aubert Serracanta of Spain. Giant slalom, really his strength, and I know the Spanish coaches are looking forward to that giant slalom race and to see what this man can do. Had a podium in slalom in Sweden back in November when he was 3rd. It is the 2400s he had at the start, enough to see him over the line. Oh, you bet it is. I tell you what, no wonder he's smiling from ear to ear. That's a super run from Aubert Serracanta. Thomas Lardon, 900ths his advantage over our current leader, who is Aubert Serracanta of Spain. Now, Lardon is the second highest ranked slalom skier in this Super G field. So let's see what he can do. Can he put in a second run charge? Nine hundredths quicker than Aubert Serracanta at the halfway point. And these are lovely turns from the French athlete. And Lardon tucks for the line, and he's the wrong side of the clock. A little shake of the head, but he goes into second position. Bib number 8, Marco Di Zana of Italy, 11th quickest after the first run, just 0.3 of a second his advantage. Zana has podiums this season, but in giant slalom. So again, another he'll be looking forward to those races later in the program. And gets into the back seat, and great recovery. Almost got, oh, and he's thrown out again. Running late in the line, you don't get the ruts, and as a result, that can happen. But that's great recovery skills from Di Zana. 1:40.93. Wow, 0.47 off the pace, goes into second, but some great recovery from the Italian. Thrown into the air. Jonas Scabar of France, the next on track. Now Scabar has done nicely in the slalom this season. top 6 finishes in his last, 8 races. Can he produce some magic here? Remember, 3/10 the right side of the clock. Albert Serracanta, 1:40.93, and we have a new leader. Scabar has delivered. Super run from him. Extends the lead and leads by 0.88. Big second run charge from the French athlete. Pietro Mottolini, 8th quickest after the first one, just 7/100ths of a second. Studies at the University of Denver, and predominantly a GS skier. I say predominantly, most of his podiums have come in that discipline. Nice and straight through the Verticale. And he's just flicking up in front of him to clear the gates out of his way. Yeah, super work from Mottolini, but is it good enough? Well, it's not to take the lead, but it is good enough to take a 30. He places Marco Desano, his teammate, by 2/100ths of a second. So the fastest 5 still remain at the top of the hill. Gino Stucchi, 0.27 of a second, the right side of the clock. His last 8 podiums have all come in slalom, including 2 third places in Arula this season. 4th best slalom skier in this Alpine combined field. Can he make it count? Say the 4th best, that's according to the FISU points. Oh, that's a recovery. Almost get pitched out the front of the skis, but somehow manages to keep it going without really deviating from the racing line. Stucchi. Oh, he's missed it by 11/100ths. Stucchi needed a little more than the 27/100ths he had at the top of the hill. And he now has a nervous wait. Scabar needs to see off 2 more to confirm a podium. Serracanta moved up 10 places. That's a huge second run charge. Birata now, 0.43 the right side of the clock. Now he's the 2nd highest ranked slalom skier in this Alpine combined field. Attacking this second pattern of gates, dealing with the ruts that have formed. And Murata really nice through there. Nothing glaringly obvious as Murata tries to take the lead away from Scabar. 1:40.05 is the time. He's got to try and get inside. Here he comes now inside of the finish. Has he done enough to take the lead? No, he's missed it by 5/100ths. Can't believe it. 0.49 of a second is Nyberg's advantage. He's the 4th ranked skier, the Super G skier. So let's wait and see if he can work the short skis on this slalom run. Made the advantage count in the Super G. What's he got in the locker here? Oh, diving in on the right ski into the start of the Verticale. He's got it back now. Nyberg, has he done enough? 1:40.05. He tucks for the line. He hasn't, you know. He's not going to be on the podium. 0.48. So no joy for Nyberg, but it does mean that Jonas Scabar has skied himself onto the podium because there's only 2 remaining the two quickest from the first run. And Mintegui, silver medalist in the Super League at the Junior World Champs last year, but he's got some decent slalom results under his belt as well. So Spain currently in second. Can they add another to the podium? Remember, they're the defending champions. Albert Ortega won the Alpine combined 2 years ago. Oh, he's in the back seat. Good recovery. Good skiing from Mintegi. But is it enough? 1:40.05. Mintegi ducks for the line. He's missed it. He's missed it. He's fourth. And so Barata is on the podium. Disappointment for Mintegi, but delight for Barata and Skabar. And one remains at the top of the hill. Loic Schaab. Swiss last gold in the FISU Winter Games was the Alpine combined in Krasnoyarsk, when Yannick Chablot won. But 1.12 is a huge advantage, but he's got to just ski this without that preying on his mind, because you can be just too cautious. Schaab, fourth in the slalom 2 years ago, 92 hundredths off the podium. He's got slalom skills to his name, but can he deliver on race day here in Bardonecchia? Oh, this is brilliant skiing, and he's done enough. Surely he has. 0.63 the right side of the clock, and the disappointment of fourth in the slalom 2 years ago replaced with joy of gold here in the Alpine combined in Bardonecchia 2025. A brilliant ski from Loic Schaab, who was devastatingly strong in the Super G, and he backs it up with a really strong slalom performance, and he will win the men's Alpine combined, much to the Swiss delight. The men's Alpine combined result looks like this. Loic Schaab of Switzerland takes the gold medal. Jonas Skabar with a brilliant ski, making up 9 places to take the silver. Thomas Barata of Spain, bronze. But the champion here in Bardonecchia is Loic Schaab. He was fourth in the slalom 2 years ago, but he's on the top step of the podium here in Bardonecchia in the men's Alpine combined.